my bestest friends in the world come together for my birthday, organized by my soon-to-be ex-wife.
She organized this, didn't
But
she?
you know what we have to do, Jerry?
What?
We have to start talking about your future ex-wife. I mean, you have to make plans now
Just your
for the future.
future wife. How old is she gonna be?
Half your age plus 6. How old are you?
You know, Lisa's
45. Twenty-eight.
that crazy woman. Oh, how old am I gonna be?
You are 45.
I am 45.
So you need a 28-year-old woman.
28 and a half.
Can you handle a 28-year-old woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his hands can handle it.
Jerry goes,
I can't handle their minds.
twice his age minus 10.
I thought it used to be twice your age minus 4 or 5.
Plus
Half your age
6.
plus 6.
Half your age. No, for
Half
Jerry,
your age
for
plus
Jerry,
6.
It's twice
Yeah.
twice your age.
And I didn't
minus
make that up. Somebody told me that.
Twice
think
your
it was
age
you.
minus 10.
I don't know. I heard it from some
I
places.
told you.
Half your age plus
6.
6. 28. That's
But you're 40. You have a 26-year-old. Is anybody complaining?
So I'm 40. Let's
I
say
know, I went out-
46.
Look, this is 20. You got a 16-year-old.
Actually, Laura met that criteria when we met.
See?
She
And-
was, I think she was 30, something like 30. No, it was 10 years ago, so she was 27,
Yeah.
and I was 18.
You know, and with Laura, it was deceptive because you really had the best of both worlds. She truly was young and strong, but that gray hair threw you off. It made you feel more like in your
I
element.
know.
Yeah. Well, how old was Lisa when you met her?
22, and she told me she was 23.
And how old were you?
I think I was 35.
So it
That was
10 years
9
ago.
years ago. 9 years ago.
9 years
Yeah. So I was 36.
I went out on a couple dates.
22 to
No, no.
36, 14 years.
Went out
Yeah.
on a couple of dates with a
14-year
woman from
difference.
work who was
So
30.
that's about perfect.
Who was 30, and she seemed pretty young.
You went out with a 30-year-old?
She seemed young.
Lisa had sophistication in a worldly sense, but she was still a little girl. She would still get overexcited about
You
things.
see the good
and-
thing about this?
At 22,
You don't have to.
she's a
like,
little
Leatherman, you
girl.
have to do this.
Yeah.
This one,
Oh, yeah.
20.
it's locked. Close it like that.
How do you open up the other stuff?
I think we all have to winter hitch wrap tomorrow.
What's that?
Should we all?
I'm just trying to get some of the little ones I couldn't.
Should we all winter hitch wrap tomorrow?
Well, what we do?
What
I
is that?
impressed my friends, didn't I?
Yeah,
Winter hitch
I know.
wrapping. You don't need a
It was.
figure eight anymore.
I know. I like that. And you like zip down on that too.
Probably fucking better belayed than them.
You know. I think we all have to winter hitch wrap.
This looks pretty pathetic, you know.
As
This
far as-
looks really pathetic.
Wait, no.
Hey, somebody else is cooking. I'm
There's
happy.
2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Oh,
You get some
I'm
potatoes?
overwhelmed.
You're gonna throw some potatoes in there too?
I wasn't
do
gonna.
some
You know, like, that's the
potatoes.
starch.
That's alright.
We don't have enough shit, really. It would be nice to have carrots, a zucchini.
the problem with this is that I don't like the sauce.
Oh, how about rice?
Rice and beans.
We have rice bases.
Well, why don't we do
That's
this?
tomato.
We can cook this, and I'll just daub out some noodles, and then you guys can throw this sauce, whatever, in there.
But wait a second, the sauce is already mixed in. It's not a pre.
Now, is that No, but you can kind of like grab it off the top. And
No, it's
all
pretty
that
well
powder
mixed in.
should go in. You're right. It's not really. Well, you guys eat that, and I'll just cook a potato.
No. Check out in the
There's some rice
in the
based
van.
dishes too.
There's rice things
Yeah.
instead
Oh,
of
there's all sorts of
noodles.
shit
And there's a
there.
Yeah, but they
lasagna.
still have
Yeah.
powder
There's
shit in
soup.
there.
There's a lasagna too. There's an instant
There's a
lasagna.
freeze-dried lasagna.
Yeah.
But when you read the back of these envelopes, and
Yes.
the list is like 2 paragraphs long.
Gary, what did you eat last
Well-
night? You ate a.
I know.
That thing had 5 paragraphs. Don't worry about it.
How was that? Was that pretty good?
Do you have cancer
It
yet?
wasn't
Do you have cancer
Was
yet?
it? Oh, Gary, I consider that good for lunch.
You have cancer yet? You don't have cancer, so you've been eating 5 paragraphs for a long time.
Trust me. This is
Trust me. You trusted me. You fucked up.
Now, what's in here?
Gary,
just a tomato and an onion.
I've seen you eat some pretty
all
foul
we got.
stuff in my days.
Oh man.
Actually, I have a line that I consider one of the wonderful lines of life. Was Gary and I go to this restaurant called Wildflowers, which is a whole food restaurant that only accepts cash.
That was
Didn't
at the
even
Gunk.
take fucking checks at the Gunk.
At the Gunk. So you
And
had
we
to go
met
to
two girls there we never met before. One was Allison. First time you ever met Allison. The first time you ever met Laura Bismeyer. And Gary
No,
had
but
Gary had a Tostito, which was $12.
We had to go to McDonald's.
And the first thing he said when we got in the car, I said, Gary,
Head
what do you want to do?
Head to McDonald's.
Go to McDonald's. I went to McDonald's. He had 4 hamburgers.
so wait, we walked out of there
Well, we
because
were
it was
done.
too expensive.
Well, we were done. No, we were ate. You
Oh,
ate,
I was too
you
hungry.
ate a $12 Tostado.
Right, that's
That
right.
had
yeah.
like
And it was
half or
really
something on
small. It was like this big. It was the size of like, oh, what is that size?
And there's like a pasta or something on it that was like all stuck together.
I
Maybe
remember
what I
it
had
was
was
terrible
something-
and small.
Somebody had
Is
pasta.
2 of those gonna be enough for the 4 of us?
3
It's
of
gonna
them.
be enough for the 3 of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. And then Gary's gonna
I'll make
just
a
throw
potato.
potatoes in there and boil them.
Yeah. Save me like some of this.
Well, there's another tomato. All right, Emma.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll be able to hear anything that is said.
On this.
Oh, and this? You should.
Well, there's not too much wind. There's not too much side noise. And where's your speakers on the microphones on the
Bottom.
side?
Do they have like
Bottom
an?
front.
Can you buy an auxiliary
Yeah.
microphone for
Yeah.
it with like a windsock on it?
I did that. Works wonderfully. Actually, I got a remote microphone that you can walk around and just hand to people. So like when you're at parties and there's just a lot of noise, you can stick a microphone right in their face and it's radio broadcast.
I could
Works
very,
wonderfully.
I could very easily drink 3 or 4 of these right now.
No, I have a feeling the same way. I think we should try the hooch.
Oh,
This
Oh,
looks
that's
like
the
honey
huge.
or something.
That is it?
That's it.
What the hell's what's floating in there?
Fruit.
Fruit. Oh, it's fruit. It's fruit preserve. Leave out all the
I'm
preserve.
gonna come back when it's sleeping on the table here.
I was telling Tom what I used to do is put use Everclear or vodka and put it over cherries.
That's what that is, essentially.
Number 2 fuel oil.
How is it?
That's right.
Is it potent or bad?
It's not bad actually.
I heard this stuff tastes has more of a tequila taste to it.
Oh yeah, it smells like tequila. I was just gonna say it smells like tequila.
Now, is that a worm floating around
Smells like tequila.
You know, Jerry, usually the food section there is better. It's Stamey's. Maybe you have a decent produce
This isn't
section.
bad.
Oh,
This is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm.
you could rest it for people.
Shit, we don't need 3 or 4 beers, man. A couple slugs of that. Fucking on the floor. Wow. Tastes
And Gary, any other imbibing? Now I'm pretty sure I have it with me. Zydone. They're like narcotic painkillers. They're about
muscle relaxers?
9 years old.
You
Well,
gonna
relax-
dissolve some
No, painkiller.
dissolve some of that in the hooch?
And if you take that in about an hour, you're like really out of it.
They still
It's
work.
dangerous.
Well, let's take it and go climbing.
Man, you know what that's like?
Don't light a match.
Slivovitz.
It's actually pretty good. It's like it's like tequila, but it's got some whiskey taste to it too. It's got color to it.
That's the number 2 fuel oil.
Yeah, it's a non-tax
stir?
stuff that they use
Yeah.
for farms.
Yeah, you gotta stir macaroni, man.
This thing's like a blowtorch, man.
Do you want me to lower it a little bit?
No, it's not boiling yet.
You can dump those tomatoes in right at the end.
Well, this needs 11, 12 minutes. So let it go for 5 minutes and then dump the
Yeah,
tomato
that's
in.
what I mean, right at the end.
So it's not too mushy. It'll be mushy in there.
Right at the end, just enough to heat the tomatoes.
Now, chef, I have little utensil set. I mean, not utensils, pots. How many pots you got?
I'll give you
I mean, how many
couple.
like for plates?
Enough for everybody?
I had one that
Oh shit.